Welcome to another episode of Colorful Concrete Combinations. We're going to use something that is going to give us a superbly good finish. I like that this granite texture skin has a very aggressive stamp texture. Something like this might come in a 2 foot by 2 foot square. I cut this one to fit for this application. You can see the granite texture there. I'm not going to use any silicone or anything like that to seal it in here. We've got a pretty decent fit. It's not perfect, but it's pretty snug. I'm going to go ahead and apply a sealer to this. Not silicone or anything like that. And the sealer, again, universal mold release. Being that this is polyurethane rubber, it's not really going to have a lot of, ability to stick to the concrete surface, but you do want the pull and the reveal to go smoothly such that you don't mar the surface. We want it to be a relatively smooth surface on it, and that's how we're going to get that, is with a little bit of release agent. Going to take a deep breath, going to spray some of this on here, and then vacate the area for the time being. In each of these, I have just white Portland cement and water mixed together to be pancake batter or something kind of close to that. These are the slurries. These are the slurries I'm going to use to mix some interesting colorations here. Let's see what we have. A couple of different greens and a brown. This is just latex paint. Maybe just a little bit more. A little bit of darker brown in there. See what happens to that. I don't like it a lot, but I'll use just a little. You don't want this stuff to dry out. So any spot that looks like it's thin and it's going to dry out, give it a nice glob of that there. And let's keep moving quickly. In this bucket, I have about 2 parts white sand to 1 part white Portland cement. So that's going to be good enough for the bottom side here of this stone that we're pouring. Go ahead and set this aside for a day or two, and then we'll demold it and see how this turned out. I'm excited to see it. And here we are back a few days later. Let's go ahead and demold this. I'm excited to see how this one turned out. Okay, so first I'll address maybe the last time you saw this guy, it was smooth on top. I prefer to use a wet sponge or damp sponge to just put a sponge finish onto a lot of the stuff that I make, especially for the bottom side. So as it was setting up, I just walked by and gave it a couple of swirls there. Let's see how this looks. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So a couple imperfections, we'll have to take off a little bit of the, this kind of stuff. Normally I would wait a little bit. This is about 2 to 3 days set now, so it's pretty strong, but I don't like to do too much of the finish tooling of it until it's had a good 30 days to set up. Okay, good enough for now. I hope you like the color of this, because I certainly do. Let's take a closer look. Actually, hold on a second. And the edges. Camo colored stepping stones. Like, I love the idea, but I'm wondering if fundamentally this is a bad idea. Like, you're trying to follow the path, and as it turns out you can't see it because it's all camouflage. But still, very awesome. I'm sure you agree. Just give that a minute to absorb in there, and that color will start to be a little bit more even. Really nice finished detail on the edges here. It's very smooth. It's not glass smooth, but it's close. Especially considering I do very little vibrating here. Just give it a touch. It's not like putting it on a vibration table and letting it run for 10 minutes or 30 minutes. I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.